What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Empire's Finest. If you're at this point of the show, first of all, you only made it about 10 seconds in, but you witnessed a brand new intro. Shout out Hunter. That was a cool intro he made for us. So that you saw that already if you're watching on YouTube. Also, obviously, make sure you hit the sub button, like that, all that fun stuff. But today we're joined by someone from Vendetta, the first person not named Trey Albert to come on Empire's Finest. We need a little bit of redemption, so I had to go to the kid I know. We're joined by Cristian today, and as always, my boy Fon's here. But Ish, how you doing, buddy?
All right, man. How you guys doing tonight? Chilling. Thank you to have me.
Of course, dude. Font, how's life, brother?
Oh, bro, life's great. Life's great.
Life's-
Last week at my old job, starting a new one on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Working from home life.
Let's go.
I think maybe by the time you listen to this, there will be a little surprise on the site from
It
Anthony.
could be.
It could be. I'm not gonna say yet in case it's not, but it'll be there. It'll be on the site Thursday. So make sure.
Only because I don't know. Only because I don't know when the episode will come out, but it's definitely gonna be. I'll definitely have a surprise ready by I want to say probably 10 o'clock tomorrow.
On Thursday in the morning?
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
It's
I'm off
gonna be
tomorrow.
out then.
Oh yeah,
all right.
I'm off tomorrow.
All right, so then say it then.
Oh yeah.
What can they go watch or do?
The Font is back post will be live tomorrow, and you'll be seeing a lot of blog content from me in the next few weeks. And then when I get my schedule down, I'll be back to a normal blog schedule like I was in the fall.
The Font's back.
Back.
The blog boys are back. Fun fact: Anthony and I have never really blogged at the same time together, so I'm looking.
Now we get that opportunity.
I've been trying to go toe for toe with Carl, and so now I got someone else to try and keep track with. But a busy week for you, even at Vendetta, huh? You made an appearance on Cheese.
Yeah.
But more importantly, you squashed your beef pretty quickly with Garrett. What happened with that?
Oh yeah, nah. Me and Garrett are cool, man. He messaged me like I said I wanted. We talked about it. No big deal. And as you heard on Survivor, it is true. Me and Garrett are now friends. And
Shocking.
all good. All's good in the hood, man. I'm not trying to argue with anybody in the site. I think I like just about everybody right now, so that's the way I want to keep it.
Yeah. I pretty much like everyone here. Every now there's a few people that rub me the wrong way, but
Of course.
it is what it is. So like it's kind of fun, just alluded to, there's another episode of Survivor. I was supposed to be issuing my special privileges, but I was at a wedding, so I couldn't do it. It kind of sucks that it's happening, but at this point, let's just like feed it to me. I don't care. Issue, you made your first appearance on it. What'd you think?
It was like weird because I felt like I was doing something wrong, like voting for these kids I didn't know, which is just like how I am usually. But it was cool. It was cool. I like the concept. I just didn't like previously how it was like an every week thing. I like how it's kind of set up now based on Trey outposting the group. So it's fair, but
I mean, listen, the only reason they're on the list is because they're not doing anything, and
exactly.
There's obviously some criticisms to it, as in like why are you firing someone that's working for free. But at the end of the day, like having media company experience, whether you're working at like an ESPN or a place like this where you're getting actual hands-on experience, you're learning shit, that's going to be obviously inevitable. So don't let them fucking piggyback off what we're doing. But so another fun fact about this group is that not only do we all live within 15 minutes of each other, we all come from, I guess you would consider the Font coaching tree, but I'm claiming Cristian because I brought him in here. You've been here a while-ish. You probably should have been on my show a while ago, to be honest. But like, you and I know each other already, so I don't. I mean, this is a little bit different now that we got a New York sports show. Like
100%.
You'll be on it, especially come basketball season. But
Oh yeah, you already know.
so we had to get a little introduction. So I mean, why don't you tell the listeners of the show like what you've been doing for Vendetta and like what your thing is? Give a little intro.
Yeah, I mean, everybody calls me Ish of Vendetta.
People call you
Yeah,
Ish.
everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, everybody calls me Ish that I know, other than like
That's what I call you, but
my
I
mom.
don't. Yeah, I didn't know.
For real, like that goes back to like middle school. It kind of just kind of grown everyone. Trey's the only one that calls me by my whole last name every time, but everyone else calls me Ish. So hopefully Trey gets on that. But yeah, I bet I'm a big New York guy, big Giants fan, huge Knicks fan. Baseball, Yankees and Mets. You go New York for baseball, honestly. Not big into that. But yeah, I bet I try to break down matchups for you guys. I'm a big NBA and NHL guy. So I'm just waiting for those to start back up. But just here.
And you're a split grade streamer.
I mean, yeah, semi pro, on the way up, working on my 360s and cranks. Take it day by day with that.
It is what it is,
Well,
So, all right. So we got a little bit of NFL gambling coming for you. It's been something Fawn and I have been doing a little bit more of as we get deeper and deeper into the end of summer, early fall. So we're gonna do a little bit of that later. We got some team totals and some division props. I guess while I'm speaking of different divisions, if you want to check out the Balls Deep Fantasy Show, we did a fantasy draft for each division last night. It was me, Garrett, and Chickster, and I just want to put it out there. I suck at fantasy football. I forgot to draft Derrick Henry, and we were just doing the AFC South. I had the first overall pick, and I forgot to pick Derrick Henry. So
that's a shame.
I don't know. I had to get that off my chest because we were doing division stuff. But yeah. So before we do all that shit, I do have to get a little bit off my chest. The Mets are imploding. Of course, we fucking record these on Wednesdays, and like Wednesdays happen to be like the pivotal days of the Mets season. Every single time we record, like there's a different. I would have given you a different answer on Thursday morning versus what we said Wednesday night, because we've talked about this before. Like the Mets and Yankees had two of their worst nights of the years while in the middle of recording.
Literally in the middle of us recording.
And it's just like, I guess it's part of like the content world, and we try and do this as late as possible to get it out in the morning so it's as fresh as possible, but we do what we can. But just thankfully the Mets won in 13 innings today, or else I would have fully canceled this team. But I'm about 99.99% sure I'm just going to be done with this Mets team. They're 4 games out now. They were 4.5 before they won San Fran today. Steve Cohen's calling out the team. Like, everything's just a fucking disaster. Meanwhile, the other side of the fucking town, the Bronx, the Italians are just feasting. But all right, there's 2 things we can go. We can do Mets or Yankees first. As you pick.
Go Mets, because I do go by more of a Mets fan.
Okay, so Steve Cohen, baseball Twitter was big mad this morning because Steve Cohen tweeted that this team needs to take a more patient approach, and the numbers don't lie, all that fun stuff. And baseball Twitter was so fucking mad at him. I loved it. This team sucks. Like, Pete Alonso, like, he might be one of my least favorite like superstars of my team. Like, I was initially all in on him, but he's got all these stupid gimmicks. He's got so much different shit going on. The gimmicks, the horses, the fucking, and then he's just chanting smile, 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 smile. Like, it's just brutal at all times. So I needed this from Steve. I know, Font, how you feel? I mean, you have a little bit different owner than I do, but.
Yeah, I mean, owner, I tell you, this is very, very George. This is very George-like.
It is.
And I tell you what, I like it. I mean, I grew up with George, and the dude brought me 4 World Series before I was even, actually like even playing a sport. So, I mean, the guy knew what he was doing. I like calling out the team. I mean, these guys need to hear it. I got the Steve Cohen tweet up right here. And I mean, I think the most damning part about it is it's hard to understand how professional hitters can be this unproductive. End quote. I mean, like,
he's not wrong though. Like,
he's not.
It was super blunt and super, like, he was an asshole thing for him to say. But like Jonathan VR has the second most home runs on this team. Like this team's got Michael Conforto, Francisco Lindor, Jeff McNeil, like all these people that are supposed to be between 20, 25 home run guys, even 30. And like we're lucky we're gonna get 30 at the end of the year at this rate with Pete. Like lucky. So that it's just like we're in a downward spiral. Stroman's fighting with reporters. It's all
Yep.
a mess.
Yep.
I'm actually on Stroman's side for fighting the reporters. Normally, I'm on the media side just because like they're just trying to do their job, and I understand that sometimes they ask you questions you don't like, and that's part of your job and their job. But Healy took like a ricochet shot at Stroman.
Now I'll tell you right now. I was in your exact position about a little over a month ago.
And I was fucking laughing at you.
You were laughing at me. Trey was laughing at me.
Mad.
I've been having a field day with Trey and Slack today.
I know.
Having an absolute field day.
I mean, it's all fun and game because he did the same shit to you for the entire first. What are we in? We're in August, so the first 4 months of the season, you got all that.
I've just been getting it. I've just been sitting there taking. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. We suck. Blah 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 blah. Now, my how the tables have turned. Like, before I go to the Yankees, I just
hold up. Ish, if James Dolan was tweeting that
I've already been through enough with that guy right
yeah, I know. But if Dolan took the same approach as Cohen, what's your reaction?
I would hate it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Steve Cohen that tweet could not be more right, but that doesn't make it necessary. Like he also, there was the tweet that was a negative tweet. And then a couple weeks ago, he had a pretty good tweet about the Mets, like 2-3 hours before the game.
Right before they lost,
Why would
like
you do that?
9 out of 10.
Do you like that's you're literally just jinxing your team straight up. So like, once again, he's not wrong whatsoever, but I don't believe it's a tweet that he should be writing or putting out, or at least wait till not an hour before your team is playing.
No, I've been anti Steve Cohen tweeting like very verbally that I'm against him tweeting shit like this, but if he's gonna tweet, I'd rather him be right when he tweets, and he was fucking spot on.
No, 100%.
No, I mean, hey, yeah, he absolutely was spot on. And man, this is just a Mets thing, and I don't even hate the Mets.
It's not even a Mets thing. It's a Mutts thing. Like literally, like we're in 2017 Mutts, like MUTS. Like this ain't a baseball team at this point. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, there's a time and a place for it. I just don't think the day of your team, even in the race that they're in, like, competing for a spot, I don't think it's the right time for that tweet whatsoever.
And listen, this is like the old Herb Brooks thing from Miracle. Like, if everyone hates the coach, then they all have something in common and they're better together. And that was like one of his famous lines to his assistant coach, Patrick, or whatever that guy's name was. But so if the entire team decides to rally around this tweet and be like, fuck Steve Cohen, and they go win a few games, great job, Steve. You did it.
Yeah.
And if this team, to be honest, like if you're gonna like wind up in the ball and sulk because your owner called you out for not doing your job well, then you're probably not the person I want on my team either. So either way, I don't have a problem with this.
Yeah.
But the Yankees, though. But the Yankees. This started at the trade deadline. It really did.
Now we come back to the Yankees. Started at the trade deadline. The Italian
that episode we did before the trades deadline when we had just gotten Rich Hill and you had only gotten fucking.
We got Gallo, I think.
Right, you had got Gallo, and
I was saying the season started today, and you were like, "Oh, come on!"
And then there was Rizzo, and then
the season started that day. I actually think the Yankees definitely have the best record in the MLB since I said the season started today. I'll tell you that right now.
Really?
Yeah, because I know they have the best record.
Is that a font fact?
Is that a fact? Because I'm thinking
is that a font fact?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's a fact and a font fact.
All right, Hunter. I'm gonna need a fact check at this point of this show. If you're here, put if he's right or wrong.
I'm pretty sure I am. So anyway, It's been phenomenal. The Yankees made up 10.5 games in a little less than a month. The Red Sox are floundering in the water. The Yankees are caught up to the Athletics as well. Now are in the top wild card spot. Now we're chasing the Rays, and also glory in all my glorious fashion. I'm watching the Red Sox about to be swept by the Yankees in Yankee Stadium as they're up. Yankees are up 4-1 right now, with Andrew Haney on the mound, no less.
The Mets and the Red
It's
Sox had the same exact
Yep,
season.
literally. It's as if the baseball gods decided to turn their luck on
It's almost like the two fan base that were fucking shitting on the Yankees the most. All had the
Should have been
worst
focused. Should
Jurassic
have been
turnaround.
focused on who you were playing. Should have been focused on who you were playing next. Not the
God, if I have
Yankees.
to see fucking John Boy Media like in the postseason again, I'm gonna slit my throat. Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
Absolutely love it. Dude, I love it. Rizzo came back. It's his first game back, and he already had a 2 RBI single clutched up in the bottom of the second inning. I mean, this team is a completely different team than what we saw earlier in the season. They used to lose all these close games. They would literally just fold or get walked off on left and right, bullpen implosions. That doesn't happen anymore. Now it's all high drama, high stakes, high leverage situations, men on base, bullpen's getting out of it. Our guys are getting the big hits when they need to get them. It's fantastic, and I just couldn't wait for this day to come. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that during our big 2-month slump was I sitting here thinking that this was going to happen. But clearly, the trade of Rizzo and Gallo getting the Italian.
You were begging them to sell, begging them. You were
begging
screaming from the rooftops, "Brian, sell, get rid of them." But you were
I was
right.
saying get rid of everybody.
I know, and you were right at the time, man. Somehow, like this shouldn't have happened. None of this made sense. Like,
really shouldn't have, especially when we had a rotation for like a good 3 weeks of Nestor Cortez, Jamison Tyone, a bullpen day, and Andrew Haney.
okay, well, the other thing is that I don't know if Cashman made a good regular season move to win games and make this team like a playoff contender again. But I still don't know if you have a good enough starting pitching rotation to make a World Series run. That doesn't change.
It's all going to come down.
And the one thing is like your bullpen is good as it can be sometimes is one of the worst bullpens in baseball at times as well. And when Chapman and Britton and Chad Green, they can't find it, like you're not going to get outs in the 7th, 8th, or 9th. And that's a playoff disaster.
I tell you right now, big player who I think is going to be part of our playoff run, 100% is going to be Luis Gil. That kid is an absolute beast.
Voight made these comments today that he thinks when Rizzo's back, they should be splitting playing time 50-50. Let's play a game of, what's it called? Fair or foul? To steal from Cheese. All right, we're stealing a segment from Cheese. Fair or foul? Luke Voigt's comment saying he should play just as much as Anthony Rizzo. Christian, you first.
Let Christian go first. Yeah.
I mean, this might be a bad take, but I'm gonna call it fair. I like it. I like how he's kind of he's making it publicly known that he thinks he can hold the spot as well as him. Yeah, Rizzo was doing it on the Cubs, but he was there first, so I kind of get that. Like until Rizzo clearly proves that which obviously we know he's the better overall player, but I'm saying until he's there in a Yankees uniform, proving that, I'd say it's all on matchups. It's all based on hitter versus pitcher matchups. Who did better against which pitcher? And
all right, one vote for fair. Font.
Oh no, this is totally fair for me, man.
Really?
Totally, yeah, Voigt's got a big point here. I don't like. Yeah,
I'm
he's
big time foul on this. All right,
no, it's not fair. Like Voigt is ass. Like it would be one thing if Voigt was just straight up bad,
but he's not.
He was the home run. He was the home run king last year
in a shortened 60-game season. Like Michael Conforto was good in the 60-game season.
Listen,
but no, I mean. This isn't like middle school where like finders keepers where if I'm still in the chair, you're not getting the chair. Like, no, Anthony Rizzo is one of the best baseball players in the world.
I will say this. Anthony Rizzo is our everyday first baseman.
Right. And
right about his playing time. I think that I mean, yeah, he was really directing it at Riz, but it really should be at Stanton.
What's a good solution?
What's a good solution? Stanton plays left field every day.
Yeah,
That's the solution.
Yeah,
and void DHs.
Because
that's the solution.
No one's as good as Anthony Rizzo is in the field at his position.
No.
He's like Keith Hernandez 2.0 at first base. And yeah, no. I agree. Maybe Voit should still be getting at bats because he's still a power bat in a shitty stadium. But foul. You're not Anthony Rizzo is you went out and traded for him. He's lucky he didn't get traded as part of the package. Like he deserves equal amount of playing time as Anthony Rizzo. Get the fuck out of here. However, he didn't have anything else to say though. Like obviously you're not gonna be like, yeah, like I want to roll over and let this guy. Like, you want him to compete, but like he lives in a delusional fantasy world.
I'm telling you right now, it's not. I don't like. I know he probably wants to play first base for the Yankees every day, but that ship sailed. He does absolutely deserve to be the DH every day. Stanton should be playing left field, and the more that we've actually, since the Yankees have gotten Stanton into the outfield on a consistent basis, he started to hit better. You know, like he's actually feeling a little athletic in himself, and also our best defensive outfield is from left to right. Stanton, Judge, Gallo. I mean, you have three of the best arms in baseball in your outfield. That's our best defensive outfield, without a doubt, and our best and three of our best offensive players. Mm-hmm. Stanton needs to be playing the field, man. He really needs to be playing left field.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a broken record on this. This is like baseball 101.
Yeah,
whatever. All right, last thing in baseball before we transition. You guys don't even know. I didn't even bring this up pre-show, but Field of Dreams. First of all, the most watched regular season baseball game in 17 years, and an overall awesome game. I have two notes on it before we talk about it. Anything that's considered in baseball like the most watched National League broadcasted game, there's like maybe like one game a month. Like no one's watching ESPN with Jessica Mendoza, A-Rod, and whoever the hell exactly. So that those broadcasts don't count. Like in regular season baseball, no one, you care about your own team. That's it. Like this is they have to do like some sort of staple like this. I'm sure they'll keep it because of how great it was, but just like overall like an electric baseball game. It was cool. It was cool. I don't know if you guys have anything else on it, but I just want to talk about it.
I mean, like I said earlier, I'm not a big baseball guy, but watching that game just happen, with the 10,000 fans, or just that whole setting was just perfect. The walk-off home run, like, couldn't have been a better.
And the other thing is, it also had nothing to do with the game. Like the actual part of baseball, like that was an incredible game, and that would have been an incredible game no matter where you were playing. Mm-hmm. But that was just an incredible like scene, telecast, everything. I love having Joe Buck doing baseball games. Yeah, we can do this pretty quickly, but I love Joe Buck. I don't know how you guys feel about him.
Yeah,
I'm a Buck stan.
That was amazing. I mean, I definitely think obviously the MLB wouldn't do it, but I would love to see that happen, 4 or 5 times a year. And you kind of just, I know they probably want to keep it to a minimal time just so people stay excited for it. But as someone who doesn't watch a lot of baseball, I really enjoyed kind of seeing a whole different atmosphere around the game.
It's also just in the middle of Iowa too, so it's a little bit weird.
Yeah, I thought it was
the corn. You have the corn affecting how far field. The ball flies.
Yeah, impressive. Dude. I thought it was a great game. Of course, Zach Britton had to ruin it for me at the end because he's a big piece of garbage, and I would not be sad in the slightest if I never seen a pitch again for the Yankees. But anyway, now listen, I got a conspiracy theory here. You can't tell me that MLB didn't give them juice balls.
I heard this. I heard this theory.
Come on, man.
I disagree with you.
You don't think so? I mean, the way
just for the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Just for the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Yeah, bro. We haven't seen 4 homers in an inning like that all year, basically.
I couldn't tell you the last time Judge and Stanton hit clutch home runs at the top of the 9th inning before.
Let me tell you
let alone they both did it in the same game.
I was doing a lot of, obviously I do research for like the home run part, the home run plays and stuff. And there was a big just conversation of that day. The main conversation was all the corn around the field basically gave the ball at least 10 to 15 more feet of airtime
Yeah, then you juice the
because
balls a
it
little
lightened
bit
the
and give it an
air
extra
up.
30 feet, and boom, you get electric baseball.
There you go.
But it's not like they were in 600-foot bombs. It's like they were regular home runs, Like it would have been different if they were fucking, 500-foot cranks. But I get what you guys are saying, but I don't
The
know.
only reason I do say this too is because, I mean, no matter how the Yankees have been playing recently, which has been great, been one of the best teams in baseball as of the past like 3 weeks. Lance Lynn is having an unbelievable year, and this guy was getting shelled. Like right off rip, was getting absolutely shelled. Like it just made no sense to me.
That was probably the sneaky best offseason move for the year, was White Sox fan Lance Lynn.
Oh, of course, the couple years after he's in pinstripes, he's over in White Sox having a renaissance year. But that's what happens. We get rid of pitchers and they just blossom elsewhere, i.e. Nathan Eovaldi.
All right, into the gambling part of the show. Like we said a little bit in the opening, we each did a little bit of research, gave our best spot or our best value picks and whatever favorites for each conference, NFL conference. So we'll each be giving, I don't know, 6 or 8 picks, depending on what you want to do. And then I picked up a few team totals we're going to go over. That pretty much should wrap it up. Just a little editor's note. None of us told each other what teams we picked. So if we all pick the same, we all just have fucking genius minds, and there's a 100% chance that loses. So
If more than one of us pick the
What?
same bet, that means that bet is
that's what I'm saying. Especially if all 3 of us go, no fucking shot. And then I don't know how you guys did this, but I can only speak for myself. I didn't pick any favorites. Maybe one, but that was it. All right. All right. You're the guest, Christian. So I'll let you go first. Pick your pick whatever you want to do first. Division, conference, and I'll let you give your team first.
You want to start with the divisions, and I'll say my teams. If you guys got a different one, you guys could just
Tell you what, yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's go
here.
AFC East.
Yeah, we'll go down the list.
AFC East. Let me pull it up. Yeah, so this is the one favorite I'll probably rock with. It's going to be the Bills. I don't see them losing this. I see a lot of people rooting for Miami, and don't get me wrong, Miami's going to have a great team, probably one of the most fun teams to watch this season. But I think Josh Allen's going to be a top candidate for MVP, and I just think Bills got their eyes set on the Super Bowl. So that's what I'm going with for that for the East. You guys got anything else on that, or?
What you got?
Yeah, this is a tough one for me. Like I'll tell you right now, my football mind, the Bills are winning this division hands down. But at plus 330, I love the value of a sneaky dark horse in the Dolphins.
Gambler, I mean,
like my football mind, the Bills are. I don't see how they lose the division, but however, at plus 330, the Dolphins are just too good of an opportunity to pass up. I'm gonna throw something on them just for the hell of it. Could be a sneaky little dark horse where the Dolphins end up catching fire and end up taking the division right from under the Bills in those last 2 weeks of the season.
Dolphins are sneaky good. Have been. Brian Flores is seemingly a pretty good coach.
Yep.
Yonkers
native in that secondary now.
They both get 2 free wins against the Jets, but I just see the Dolphins winning a game or two where it counts, and I don't know. Bills have a little bit of a hangover from their success, and exactly right.
All we got to do is split the season series.
Exactly.
And then it's any man's game from there.
I thought about the same thing. And, regardless of who they have starting, whether it'll probably be Tua, I assume, but that difference is exactly in the quarterback matchup between the two teams. Miami might have the edge on defense, and offensively, I give the Bills a little bit of an edge, but quarterback-wise, you have to give the edge to Josh Allen.
100%.
And that's the thing. So that's the difference maker for me at the end of the day. But I definitely get the people going with the value and plus 330. Not bad at all.
All right, AFC North. Fine, you can go first this time.
Oh, okay, good, because this is probably my favorite division outside my NFC East.
Okay, okay.
I'm 110% rolling with my boys over in Cleveland that won me the most money this
Yes,
past year.
sir.
I was
Oh,
all
no.
over them.
Are
all
all three
over
of us
them.
on them?
I think we gotta be. We gotta be.
Are we all just fading the Ravens? Are we all fading Lamar?
Yeah,
I'm fading the Ravens.
I fade the
man.
hell out of
This
Lamar.
is the Browns division. This is the Browns division to lose. I was all over them last year. They were that team, a lot of scrap, a lot of fight in them. They even had the best chance to beat the Chiefs in the AFC until the Chiefs got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Browns here, plus 155. I think it's their division to lose. And I mean, we'll see what happens with Lamar Jackson. However, ain't none gonna fix that throwing motion. I'll tell you that.
I think NFL defenses have caught up to some sort of scheme to slow him down. Obviously, you can't just match his speed every play. That's just impossible. But yeah, I like the value with the Browns, man. They've been getting better these past couple of years, and they just have all the studs, man. I've been a fan of Baker since he got drafted. I just love his ego. He plays that kind of cocky, but he's good. He backs it up. He had a great year last year. Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive players in the league, in my opinion. I'd probably put him top 5. But man, they just got all the pieces, and they got Chubb at the halfback, so he's also top in the league. So
the only thing that matters is that all three of us picked them to win, which means it's going to be the Ravens, or maybe who knows? Maybe the Bengals at plus 2,500 shock the world.
I mean, the way the Ravens win is, I don't know. I don't see them winning. I see them losing to the Browns. I see them, losing to the Bills when they match up the bigger teams, and I don't think they're ready for that final tier of championship contender. And hey, I could be wrong by the end of the season, but I don't know. I'm not getting that vibe from them.
All right, we're gonna go out west, AFC West. I'm going first this time, and I'll tell you why.
I think you and me are gonna choose the same pick.
I'm going chalk. My only favorite, actually, the Chiefs. To me, there's the only way you are getting worse out. Like, to me, you're getting this I have seen it at minus 250, and that's the best you're going to get it at all year. The only way you're getting a little bit better odds on that is if they lose week 1. But other than that, that's it. Minus 250 is the best bet you're going to get for them to win the division at all. If we're taking any bets at all, that's what I'm taking. Anything other than that, to me, is just like for burning your money.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to bet the Chiefs at 250. That's just too steep for me. So if I'm going to bet, I'll definitely sprinkle on the Chargers. Obviously, that'd be tough. They'd have to have a hell of a season. But at plus 490 to times my money by 4 rather than cut it by 1.5 or whatever, I'll take the sprinkle on that. But this would probably be the smallest bet I made out of any division. I mean.
Yeah, I'm fully with Ish on this one. It's pretty much the same thing. It's like I can't sit there and bet on the Chiefs. It's it's like just too easy, and the number is not going to get any better than what it is now.
Yeah,
I'd rather throw a little bit on the Chargers, and if they end up shocking the world, Justin Herbert takes some gigantic leap, and who knows, something happens to the Chiefs. Mahomes goes down for a little bit. You never know.
The Chiefs aren't even one injury away from that happening, though. The Chiefs are like 4 or 5 injuries away from not being.
They depends who the one is.
If it's Patty Mahomes, I bet you that team still finds a way to win 10 games, 10 out of 17.
If Mahomes is out that whole season, then I bet you the Chargers.
Andy Reid's a good coach.
It's probably minus 200.
I'm not down Andy Reid's ability.
Right.
No, 100%.
But I mean, the Chiefs proved in the in the playoffs that even when Mahomes goes down in a playoff game, that they can still manage to make it work.
All right. Last one. AFC South. Do you care who goes first? I don't care. Ish, you go.
I mean, I was short. I'm gonna go with the. I'm just gonna go with the Titans. I mean, if you want a value play, honestly, I would rather sprinkle on the Jaguars over the Colts. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Titans. Derrick Henry is gonna have another crazy, probably most rushing yards in the league.
Maybe.
And
But
yeah, who else you thinking with him?
you go. I don't know. I'm not sold on Tennessee.
I mean, listen, I'm telling you right now, in this division, the Titans are easily the best team on paper. And we've seen it the past couple of years. They may not be good enough to get far in the playoffs or go to the Super Bowl for that matter, but they're definitely going to win this division. I mean, the Colts are already got quarterback issues. Carson Wentz is already hurt in the season and even start yet, which I knew was going to happen. Jacksonville, I mean, you can't expect much from Trevor Lawrence and that team in his first year with a brand new coach, never coached in the NFL before. And the Texans, I mean,
Texans are the
what
Texans.
Can you say? Texans are the Texans. Deshaun Watson's got 90 something masseuses coming after him, so who knows what's going on there. But the Titans have one hell of a freaking offense, let me tell you. I mean, Ryan Tannehill doesn't even have to be a superstar to put up 40 points a game with that team. You got AJ Brown, Julio Jones, Derrick Henry. I mean, the team's stacked all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Titans take this division. I actually think minus 110 is a hell of that's what I'm seeing right now on FanDuel. I think that's a hell of a get at minus 110. I think they're easy. I think they should be more favorites than that. But
give me the Colts. Give me the Colts. Frank Reich's a great coach. I don't know what the quarterback situation is going to be. What I do know is that Philip Rivers could not throw the ball last year either, and they were damn near good enough to make the playoffs. I don't remember if they did or not, but they'll find a way to make it there. I'm not sold on Tennessee. I can go 50-50 each week with Tannehill, but I just don't know. That city to me does not breed championship football.
No, you're true. You're right. You're right. But Adam, before we move on, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this right now, man.
Oh,
we gotta go to the NFC East.
All right, go.
I mean, the freaking Giants are plus 400. You ain't getting a better bet than this.
My team, plus 450.
My team, I have 450 as well. That was my take too.
You ain't getting a better bet than this. Come on, man. I mean, the Washington football team doesn't have a quarterback. Their quarterback's Taylor Heineke. The Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy is the head coach. He ain't the head coach for them. They underperform year after year after year. The Giants are in prime position. They love Joe Judge is that guy. He is that guy. He's my guy. Joe Judge is that guy. The whole team plays for him. The defense has gotten better and better, and they're gonna be, I believe, easy top 10 defense in the NFL next year. And you gave Daniel Jones all the weapons you could possibly give him coming into the season. Now you got Kenny Golladay, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, Saquon Barkley. The offensive line is definitely going to be better than it was last year. Yeah. Still got good pieces there. Plus 400. I mean, listen, the Giants, they got to win this division, man. They got to win this division. They almost won it last year at 6-10. So
right,
they got to win.
To me, this is a two-team division. It's between the Giants and the Cowboys. There's no chance I'm putting any money on the Eagles or on Ryan Fitzpatrick. So you're kind of left with those two. Even though I'm not a believer in Daniel Jones, it's kind of just more of like I won't put the favorite, and the other two options are dog shit. So give me plus 450 on the Giants, and who knows what happens. Crazier shit's happened before. Daniel Jones is not the answer, though.
And this is his last season to prove it.
Yeah, it is.
And I've been a fan for him. Like, I've been backing him up this whole time since we drafted him. And it's weird because, like, you look at him and he has all the tools to be a good quarterback. He just hasn't put them together yet, along with, like, his IQ necessarily has been, like, the least to develop, like his in-game decision-making. that's why he has some of the most turnovers, or I think the most turnovers in the past like 2 or 3 seasons as a quarterback. He's definitely up there. But yeah, this season's definitely going to come down to our O line, which I think that whole last season playing all the young guys. I think Andrew Thomas is going to step up. I think Shane Lemieux or Lemo is going to step up. They have a bunch of young guys that have now a year of, playing, getting in game reps. So I think that'll be a big difference. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to Daniel Jones. This whole team improved around him. Joe Judge knows how they need to play for him. It's just if Daniel Jones can execute when it comes game time. Literally every other position improved this offseason. Our defense got better. O-line improved. Wide receiver core is one of the deepest in the league, I'd say. And it really is all in his hands. And that's just how it goes.
Again, only thing that matters, all three of us on the same bet. It means the Cowboys are going to be your 2021.
That means the Eagles are. That means
NFC East
the Eagles
champs.
been at plus 450.
Exactly. All right. Let's go. We'll go north. NFC North. I'll go first here. Give me the Bears.
Bears.
Bears. Give it to me. Fields will be playing by week 5 or 6. That's the Creek's Corner guarantee. There's no way There's no way Andy Dalton's going to make it that long.
I think Fields might start week 1 the way he's looking.
Nagy's coaching for his entire life, seemingly. Their defense is incredible, and that defense was even incredible last year with a horrible offense, and it got overshadowed. So you get a little bit of a better off quarterback, see what happens. Again, it's just a matter of how everything goes down with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. He's obviously there right now, and seems like he's going to win. All the books have adjusted for him to play again, but I don't know. Trouble in paradise is still trouble.
I think that he's going to just be Aaron Rodgers again this regular season and just go crazy.
Of course he is.
And I think they're favorites for a reason. I think they're going to have the redemption year. I don't know if you guys saw a couple of months ago, maybe not even a couple, 2 months ago, probably Devontae Adams and him posted that picture on Instagram. Jordan and Pippen.
Last dance.
So I think they both know what they want to do this season. And I think if there's one guy to be like, all right, we're going to win this year, it's probably Aaron Rodgers in the league. I don't think Mahomes necessarily has that level of just flip a switch. I mean, that's a tough conversation, but I just think Aaron Rodgers is just the best pure quarterback in the league still, best arm in the league still at his age. Not farthest arm, most accurate, consistent. So I'm excited to see what he does this year, because I think every time they win a game, he's going to go into the locker room and just say, fuck you, front office. This is my team, not yours,
That's exactly what he's going to do.
And that's going to be he's going to be like MJ. I took it personal,
Yep. I took it personally. Listen, man, I'm taking the Packers here. Aaron Rodgers. I've been on Aaron Rodgers for long time. Even last year, I defend that man left and right. I mean, he's a bad man. He's a bad man. I mean, you can't. I would never bet against Aaron Rodgers. I can't do it
unless we're betting on Tom Brady.
Unless Tom Brady's on the other side of the field, I can't bet against Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Then we'll go west. Ish, you want to go first?
West.
We got
that's a good one, honestly. I like
that division's totally up for grabs. I
like the really Cardinals. Nice. Call me crazy. I like
the
Cardinals.
I'm on the same page. The worst team of the 4. Odds wise, I don't know why. I eat that shit up.
It really I'm really confused why the 49ers are favorite. I get they have a good team and
Kyle Shanahan. That's why.
I get that, but I can even make an argument for the Rams or Seahawks before I would say choose the 49ers. So I like the Cardinals at plus 600. But I also like the Rams at plus 200 with Stafford. I think he's gonna be real good with them.
Mm.
How about you?
Much better than Goff ever has been.
Yeah, I could sit here and talk forever about how bad Jared Goff is, but well, we're definitely not picking the same guys. I might be a little skewed on this because for about 6 years I've been coworkers with a huge 49er fan, and this kid has like been seeping them into my brain. But I'm going with the Niners. I think what's going to happen over there is what they're going to do. They're going to want Jimmy G to ball out for like the first 3 weeks of the year, raise his value. Then they're gonna trade him and bring in Trey Lance.
But do you think that's a formula for a winning football team? Trading your starting quarterback who's doing well.
If they have that much trust,
if they have that much faith in Trey Lance, I mean, call the preseason games what you want them, but I seen Trey Lance roll out to his left, throw back across the field in the freaking breadbasket across his body deep down the right sideline. I mean, that's not a luck throw. That's a you got it. Like that's a you got it throw. You just got to put it together.
Just because you got a cannon, from what be good though.
Listen, from everything that I've heard, everything that's been coming out of San Francisco is that Trey Lance has been killing it in practice and training camp. This kid is learning faster than anybody they've ever seen. And I mean, you could go back to he barely played in college. He played like 20 something games. I don't even think that matters when you got just absolute raw ability and you got a willingness to learn, which Trey Lance does. And let's be real. The Niners last year, that was just a straight down year. They got absolutely decimated over in the Meadowlands. Basically, their entire team got hurt in the same game.
All those knees. It was so gross.
I don't know what was going on with the turf that day in MetLife, but Nick Bosa went down. Jimmy G went down. Mostert went down. They were falling apart left and right. So this year, they're going to be back healthy and better than ever. And I'm telling you right now, Nick Bosa, that man's a game changer. He really is a game changer. He's a scary dude to play against. So I'm going to go with the 49ers plus 190. I just like them to win this division. I think this is their division to lose, although it can be pretty wide open because every team in this division is really good. I think this is best division in football. I don't even think there's really that much of an argument.
Worst division of football is?
Oh, well, we know it's the NFC East. I mean,
not the NFC East.
All right, good. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. All right, last one for our division picks, NFC South. You guys can go first. I actually didn't write down a pick here, and I know why, but I'll get to that at the end.
Who's starting?
I'll go first. All right, NFC South. I mean, I hate sitting here picking favorites. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it this time, even though my football mind is gonna tell me that the Bucs are gonna steamroll this division. However, I'm just gonna go with the value play plus 330. I'll take the Saints. The Saints have a lot of question marks.
They don't even have a lot of question quarterback, Jameis.
Man, listen. Jameis Winston. Say what you want about famous Jameis. You know what you're going to get from him. You're going to get 35, 40 touchdowns, but you'll get 40 interceptions. But you know what? They're going to score a lot, and I think their defense is going to be good enough to maybe overcome some of his turnovers. And let's face it. I mean, Tom Brady's got to hit a wall at some point, right? I mean,
okay. What year is this? I've been saying that since 2011.
He's got to fall off eventually, man. He just can't keep getting away with this. And maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year Father Time starts catching up to him. Of course, the Saints have a lot of question marks, but they still have Michael Thomas. They still have Alvin Kamara. They still have the weapons to succeed. So I don't see why Jameis Winston can't make it work over there. Now, I'll tell you right now, football mind, I know Bucks are probably gonna win this division. But betting wise, I'll take a sprinkle on plus 330 for the Saints. Why the hell not?
Ish.
I mean, just lock the Bucks. That's all. I mean,
You can't even really say nothing else about it.
I mean, it's simple, and I get the father time argument, but until I see it, I'm just gonna rock with that. They have the best overall team in that division by far. Like you said, New Orleans has the studs, but they don't have, they got the question marks as well. So those holes make all the difference. It was funny because Tom Brady seemed like pissed off in his I guess post practice or interview the other day. He was saying how this is a whole new team and they don't deserve to feel any type of way. Basically, they haven't accomplished anything. So I don't know if Brady's saying that. That means you obviously know he's going for another one. So I'll just let him do his thing.
He doesn't need any more, man. Can he stop? Can he stop? He's already got 7, bro. 7 in the NFL is not even unheard of. It's
ridiculous.
It's literally you couldn't even dream of it.
It's something you can't even dream of. When Eli won 2, I was ecstatic because it's so hard to even.
That's why that'll always be that much better though, because both.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Can't beat Eli.
Only person to beat Peyton. Only person to beat fucking Brady.
Twice.
All right.
Peyton lost to him, I think, twice as well, right? To Brady.
No, Peyton never lost to Brady, did he?
What? And sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry. Peyton only lost to Brady. Only.
Yeah. But I'm saying I think Eli beat Brady twice and Tom beat Peyton twice.
What a fucked up trio that is. Eli and Peyton. You would have never thought that would have been a debate on who's a better quarterback, but one of them beat Tom Brady, one of them didn't. All right. Wrapping up here, we're gonna do a little rapid fire. One team over under that you like or don't like, and why. We're gonna do one team each. Font, host, you're up first.
All right, I'll go first with this one. Wow. Oh my Lord. Okay. This is just awful. Who set the Cowboys total at 9.5? Did anybody see this team last year? I mean, really? Why is this total at all? I mean, the value of plus 115 for the over. I mean, sure, but there ain't no way the Cowboys are winning more than 9 games this year. I just don't see it. I mean, yeah, there is an extra game, and they didn't have Dak last year, but Mike McCarthy's still the coach. That defense was an absolute mess. It didn't matter who they had on the field. Dak Prescott was putting up 40 points a game, and they were still, I think, 3-3. They were still playing barely 500 football. So I don't see that at all. That's a terror. That's awful. I mean, I go under. I'm fully going under on that one. I just don't know. That just jumped out at me right there. Who the hell put them at 9.5?
All right, Ish.
This was tough. I'm still kind of looking through as I'm trying to make my final decision. Obviously, the Giants are, I believe, set at 7, so that's not too bad. Because I already took them to win the division. Yeah, they're set at under 7. So if you think they're gonna win the division, you should probably bet the over on wins as well.
Yeah.
That's one for me. I also was looking at. Which was it? It was the Raiders at 7 wins.
Over?
I low-key like the over on it.
Wow. Shout out Chickster.
Yeah.
Shout out Chick. Yeah. Chick like that.
Am I going to bet on it? No. Do I like it to happen? Yes. So.
All right. I got one I might bet on. This is probably a pretty high total, but it kind of goes into what we were talking about with the AFC East. Give me the Dolphins. I see them at 9.5. I mean, 10's going to be tough for this team. Just be based off of historically what you think of the Dolphins. But I'm betting on the team that is the number 2 in the division to the Bills, not they're not the Dolphins of the past. This is arguably the second best team in the division with the Patriots and the Bills being what they are right now. So I kind of like big number. 10 wins is get you there. In a perfect world, I would have gone through the schedule and given you the 10 that I think they're going to get. But you got to assume they're getting at least 2 from the Jets, one from the Pats, and then you split with the Bills. That's 4 out of, and you need 6 more. So not that hard to do. You guys have any thoughts on that? Anything wrapping up? Final words, final thoughts?
I tell you what, I do like the Dolphins. I do like that Dolphins play.
It's a little high, right? Right? It's a little high.
It might be a little high, but they did win 10 games last year, and that was with Tua really, really struggling.
Right, and I'm assuming that it's 9.5 because I see 9.5, and I would assume if it's 9, the over would be like -130 or something like that, and the under would be a little bit more juice. But give me the 9.5, and I'll give me the 10 for +115 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yo, Ish, thanks for coming on, brother. Where can everyone find you? Your socials, all that fun stuff.
Of course. I mean, I'm mainly just on Twitter, just at Cristian Issue.
Damn, dude. I fucking hate everything else.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
not
big on anything else. So thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys during the NBA season, hopefully.
Yeah, you'll be back on.
Oh yeah, you'll be on.
You got Font at @_Font1. Myself at Adam Krieger 1997. The show's Twitter at Empire's Finest. The Empire has the one. On Instagram, it's Empire's Finest. The Finest is the one. That'll do it. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like button, comment, drop a fun comment. Let us know what your favorite value pick is. Your team total, you like something like that. Please follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Vendetta Sports Media. Turn on those follow notifications when we go live. Come hang out. People are always gifting subs in there, so you get some ad-free viewing. That's going to do it for this week. Again, thanks Cristian Issue coming on, and same time next week. That's all, folks. See you next time.